We'll go ahead and start off with Terry Mack.
Hey Jordan, so before this Thursday's fight, you were 6-1 in Bellator. So I just kind of wanted to know what was the driving factor behind the move to PFL?
I was 7-1 in Bellator, and
I apologize.
You're good, sir. It's just numbers. I like the PFL. I like their format. I like what they stand for. Everything is earned and not given. There's less politics in this organization, and it's more about what you do in the actual fight, and I enjoy that.
Got it. Thank you very much. Best of luck Thursday.
Up next, let's go with Ross.
Hello, can you hear me? Sorry guys, just trying to get a hang of this. So you're obviously a clear favourite for your upcoming bout against Vinny. Kind of how do you see that? How do you see these odds? Do you pay attention to them? And kind of what should we be expecting on Thursday with recent upsets at PFL 1?
Do you have the odds in front of you? Do you know what they are?
Not at the moment, sir, no.
I haven't seen them myself either. I think that I'm a better MMA fighter than Vinny. He's a great jiu-jitsu fighter, but this is MMA and there's many facets to the game, and I think that I will show the difference between MMA and jiu-jitsu come Thursday night.
Okay, thank you. Best of luck.
Mike Owens.
Hello, Jordan. This is Michael from Mike Owens Media. There's a lot of big names signed to the Light-Heavyweight tournament this year. With that being said, do you feel like you're flying under the radar in terms of fans' impressions?
I think if I am flying under the radar, I won't be come Thursday, after Thursday. And if I am flying under the radar right now, I think that's a mistake. I'm the youngest guy in the division. I'm faster than all these guys, and I have better footwork and mobility than all these guys. That's not to disrespect them. They're all veterans of the game, but they are older, and some of them have been weathered. Some of them have the book on how to beat them already written. And there's a couple tough guys. I will give them their respect.
Superb. Thanks for your time and good luck for Thursday.
Tanai.
Hey Jordan, Tanai from MMA Island. So just to let you know the odds, you guys are even money at -113 apiece. Obviously you have 9 submission wins and Vinny has 16. Who do you think has a better jiu-jitsu game?
I think he's competed at a higher level in jiu-jitsu, if we're just being honest. But I think that I have the skill set to finish anybody with jiu-jitsu, including Vinny. But I don't necessarily care to test that out. This is a tournament, and it's very important that I establish myself in the PFL. And there's many other ways to beat Vinny.
Thanks for the honesty, man. Good luck on Thursday.
Up next, Alex Cageside.
Hi, Jordan. This is Alex from K-Side Press. So you suffered your first professional loss in your last fight, and it's always fascinating to me how athletes bounce back from that. I guess, did that loss fuel you, or are you just happy to get that 0 off your record so you don't have to kind of be asked about it every interview?
You only get paid half your money when you lose. Never excited to lose a 0. But with that being said, shit happens, and I think that I'm in great position to show my full skill set. I needed surgery after that fight. That's neither here nor there. The kid fought a good fight that beat me. But I wasn't at my 100%, and I know that in my heart. So the loss doesn't bother me, and I know what I'm capable of.
Awesome, and good luck.
Breeze.
Hey, Jordan, this is Breeze with the MMA Breeze. You haven't fought in a while. You've had a little bit of a layoff like a lot of people here during the COVID times. What have you improved on the most in your layoff, and what are you most excited about to display in this upcoming tournament?
I've improved on my athleticism, I've improved on my mindset, and I've improved in every area of the game. 2020 was unfortunate, of course, with the pandemic, but for me, I had just had a major surgery, so it actually worked out in my benefit in terms of recovering and being able to focus on my game. I started fighting professionally at 19 years old, so I didn't really have too much time to take a step back from live competition and try to round some things out that maybe I need to work on. So I've had a little bit of time in 2020 to do that, first time in my career.
Cool, thank you, man.
Mason.
Hi, Jordan. This is Mason from the Sports Sesh podcast. How you doing?
My man.
You're a very good submission fighter. Do you think we'll see a submission victory for yourself come Thursday night?
Absolutely not. I'm going to show different skill sets in this fight, and Vinny would love for me to try to submit him, but he's absolute hot garbage in other areas of the game, and we'll show that come Thursday.
And finally, what would a PFL title mean to you?
7 figures.
Best of luck Thursday night, my man.
Thank you, brother.
Drew Pierce.
Hey, Jordan, Drew Pierce, FightLeague.com. I know you're a guy who likes nice things. What are some things that you're going to buy with that $1 million if you get it?
The first thing I'm going to buy is some land. Let's get a couple, maybe 2-3 acres underneath myself, and we'll start working on building a house. And then, we'll go to the mall after that. But priorities first this time around.
Thanks, man. Best of luck.
My man.
Barcelona.
Hey, Jim Barcelone, Miami Herald. Jordan, what has it been like for you at American Top Team and just having the coaches and trainers there and working out there and being a part of that team?
Miami Herald, the whole team, the home team. It's great to hear from you. American Top Team is the best gym in the world. They've really taken care of me, and the transition from being a young fighter in the game to, I'm not a veteran now, but I'm much more seasoned, and being able to train with the best coaches and training partners in the world has definitely helped elevate me outside of my live competition. Every day in the gym is like is a fight.
And lastly, Jordan, what has it been like for you too in South Florida, and just what have you learned about yourself in this last year? It's been a challenging year for everybody.
That I'm resourceful and I know how to hustle. I never fell off my feet. 2020 was definitely tough, as it was for everybody. I had to find ways to adapt, to continue to stay on my grind, and be able to provide for myself with no MMA taking place. And I was able to do just that. And it didn't teach me anything new, but more so reaffirmed what I already knew about myself, that I'm resilient and I'll always find a way.
Thank you.
My man.
Nadine.
Hi, Jordan. It's Hamad Mia from MMA Diagnosis. I was just wondering, the last few tournaments they've had in the playoffs, 2 fights in one night. Does a competitor in you kind of wish they had that this year, or are you kind of glad that there's no 2 fights in one night this year?
Yeah, I enjoyed the old tournaments of MMA, Pride, and many other tournaments that they had. And fighting twice in one night definitely shows you something about yourself, and it also shows the world something about you. So I was looking forward to testing myself in that, but I won't complain on a shorter path to 7 figures.
Following up to that, you mentioned you had injury and you had major surgery. What was the injury, and how was the road to recovery for now? Was the kind of layoff you had a blessing in disguise?
The layoff was definitely a blessing. I had a major hip surgery. I believe I had 2 or 3 procedures done at one time, and the rehab from the surgery was well. I took my time in 2020. I have the best physical therapist in the game, Dr. Christiana Marin in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And she helped me take care of my injury and rehab it back to 100%.
All right. Thank you, Jordan, and good luck. Goodbye.
Brady.
Hi, it's Brady Austin from Behind the Grind. And despite you being far less experienced in MMA, do you feel more prepared for these bigger fights because of your Bellator run?
In Bellator, I fought 8 times, and that was definitely a upper echelon show. I don't think that I fought the level of competition that I asked for, or anybody that would compare to people in this tournament. But with that being said, I feel that although I have a smaller record than some of these guys, I've been in the best gym in the world, and I've been in the MMA gym period since I was 15 years old. So if you add up all those rounds, I feel I'm more composed and more well-rounded than some of these guys. So that counts for something.
Thank you very much.
Dylan.
Hey there, Jordan. How's it going?
My man, how you doing, Dylan?
I'm doing well. I'm just kind of curious here because with some prior promotions you've been with, a little more nebulous in terms of matchmaking, just on a fight-to-fight basis, but with a more active and defined PFL schedule being in place. I'm kind of curious what your thoughts are on that dynamic.
I think, if you look back in my 8 fights in Bellator, I lost 1 fight out of those 8, and the other 7, I came out of each of those 7 fights completely healthy on the other side and ready to go again. There was many times where I tried to get back-to-back action like what I'm going to experience this year, and it just didn't time out for me in Bellator. Luckily for me, that's the format here in the PFL.
Yeah, and I'm curious, like, what you've been training to in the gym. One of the prior interviews you've had, or we've had rather, you were talking about jamming to like Kevin Gates and Lil Uzi Vert. Is that what you've been mostly jamming in preparation for this one?
Yeah, Kevin's been dropping great music. I also have been listening to a little bit of Dave East, a little bit of East Coast vibes. I like to listen to whatever music of the area I'm going to be fighting in. Since we're fighting here in New Jersey, you know, I've been listening to some East Coast artists to get that feel.
Oh, that's a cool touch, man. Appreciate the time.
My man.
Andrew Benjamin.
Hey, Jordan. Andrew with MMAsucker.com. Curious to know, how do you feel that you'll be competing with no crowd since the majority of your career has been in front of a crowd? I'm just curious to know, how do you feel about that type of environment?
I'm excited. I think it brings it a step closer to being just like another day. Something that, you know, me and my coaching staff say before the fights is that this is just another 15 minutes out of my day. It's just another day. And no crowd is kind of like the gym, and you'll be able to hear your coaches, you'll be able to hear the strikes. And I like to talk during my fights. I think that with so many people in the crowd and all the yelling and whatnot, it kind of gets drowned out, and maybe the cameras will be able to pick up on that.
Sorry, just clarify. When you say talk, do you mean like talking to your opponent, or try to get into your side of the cage and talking to your coaches? Could you just clarify what you mean by that?
I talk straight to my opponent. I let him know exactly what I think during the fight. During this fight, I have a little bet with my coach. Let's see how fast we can make Vinny shoot in the first round for a takedown. And, I'm guessing he does it in under 120 seconds.
Great. Thank you very much. Good luck.
Tanai.
Hey, Jordan, Tanai from MMA Island again. Could you tell us how your experience has been at the PFL bubble, Atlantic City? How's it treating you?
Extremely well. It's a business trip. I'm very focused on myself and what I need to do to be locked in come Thursday night. I think they've been doing the best they can, and I've been noticing the tweaks they make as time has been going on. This is something that's not only new for the fighters, but new for them as a promotion. And, over time, things have been improving, and I'm excited to come back out here for my second fight. I think that they will have the logistics down even better, and the bubble will be even more improved.
Appreciate it. Have a good one, Jordan.
Yes, sir.
Suki.
How's it going, Jordan? Suki over here. I just wanted to, I had a bunch of questions about American Top Team in your camp, but, these guys are coming off of one of the biggest camps they've had with Jorge Masvidal. Do you have any personal connection, professional connection to that? How'd you feel about that fight there?
I did not like to see that for George. I've helped George out in a couple of his camps. I helped him for the Donald Cerrone camp, and I was his main sparring partner for the Darren Till fight. We had successful outcomes on both of those fights, and George has been somebody that I've been able to look up to for advice, not only in the fight game, but outside of fighting in general life. So he's somebody I hold a big respect for, and I was wanting to see him grab that title, but this won't be the end for him. He's a real fighter, and I know he'll be right back.
Well said. Thank you, Jordan.
All right, last question. Let's go, Tariq.
Hey, how you doing, brother? It's Tariq from the Havoc Hour. Just wanted to ask here, you sound confident going into this fight against Vinny. Have you watched a lot of film on him, particularly like the last season in PFL?
Yeah, I looked at the last couple fights. I think that if you look at Vinny's fights in the PFL, when he wins, it's in the first round. He's not taking guys into the second, third round and getting submissions. And when he does win, it's by submission. He had kicked Brandon Halsley, but he gets zero credit from that for me. I was there that night, and I also would kick Brandon Halsley in the head. So, I think that I know exactly what to expect from Vinny, and I think I know exactly what to bring to the table to stop that from happening and to impose my game plan.
Sounds good, man. Good luck this Thursday, man.
My man.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Jordan. Appreciate it.